Hello and welcome to Autumn Willow's Doll Nursery. My name's Miranda. Today we have a box opening. I am finally jumping on board with this doll. I didn't want one of these at first. My mom got one and I fell in love. Mom got an authentic. I'm getting a replica. If I really enjoy having the replica, I may try for an authentic one day. So let's just see. Let's get the box open and see what we think. Alrighty. So this came from Amazon. There we go, get that out of the way. Let's see. Feels like it needs to go that way. Getting from Amazon is definitely better, in my experience, than getting from Temu or AliExpress, because they don't normally come in boxes from either of those places. It's just wrapped in plastic. And I prefer the box for sure. And you also... I've never gotten one of these bags from Temu or AliExpress either. Alright, so... here's the goodies. I think I had a bottle like this come with my Pika. I've seen some people get the really nice bottles with this doll. This one apparently didn't come with that. Typical pacifier that you get. Now this is different. I've never had a doll come with hair clips, so that's cute. This feels different than the normal diapers that they send. This one's more plasticky, where some of them are that really, really thin cloth. So I would say this is better quality diaper than I normally get. Here's our certificate. Pinky Reborn. I will fill this out. I always fill these out for my replicas, because I do like to keep track of their paperwork as well. Alrighty. I see toe beans. Oh my gosh. Look at those toes. Alright, I'm going to make quick work of getting her out of here. And I'm sure by the feet you already know who this is. Let's see. Put her up here. I am loving this skin tone, guys. Loving, loving, loving the skin tone. This is the skin tone that I can remember being a kid and wishing I had this like natural tan look. Guys, I used to get made fun of so bad in school. Even as, and maybe even more so as a young adult when I got into my 20s. I was always so pale. And I used to, like, people would make the worst comments about my skin tone. And once, oh, goodness gracious, I was at church and we had a visiting youth group coming over. And one of the guys told me, I'll never forget this, you know, you'd actually be pretty if you tanned. And just like, I had already grew up hearing stuff very similar to that, you know. And so I decided I was going to start going to a tanning bed. And I was getting burnt so badly. Oh, look, here we go, guys. Look how pretty she is. So she's a pickle. Yeah, so I was going to the tanning bed in my early 20s. I had had enough of getting made fun of. So I started going to a tanning bed. I started getting really badly burnt. And I was working at Family Christian at the time. And a doctor came in, a lady who specializes in skin cancer. And she said, honey, you're too fair complected to be tanning. She said, it's not if you get skin cancer, it's when you get skin cancer. Please stop tanning. And I did. Never tanned again. But this is the skin tone I was trying to get, y'all. Look at her. Okay, I can't even tell if y'all are seeing her real well. There we go. Okay, I am already so very impressed with her skin. How beautifully she is painted. And the camera does seem to be picking it up well. Look at just the slight bit of blushing around her eyes, the blushing on her cheeks, the perfect lip tone. I hate when they go too bold with lips on the babies. I'm not a fan of that. Let me show you her hands. Her hands, just gorgeous, guys. Those nails just very gently tipped there. Show you this one. We got some blushing on the knuckles. Again, real gentle with the tips on the fingers. And let's show the toes. Oh, see a vein coming there on the foot. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. Try to bring her in a little closer. Here are the toes. Those curled toes. Bottoms of the feet, let's check those out. Cute, cute. Got another vein here coming up the calf. It's quite a long vein. Don't know if the camera's showing that or not. Oh, she fits in the arms so nicely. I am very eager to compare her in size to my mom's authentic pickle. I'm wondering if there is a size difference. And I know not all replicas are created equal, so just because one person's replica may be the same or different doesn't mean they all will be. I'm going to pause the video here so I can go weight her and change her, and then we'll talk a little bit more about her, okay? Okay, so I'm back, and it's actually been a couple days because the stuff I had filmed originally with her, my camera was having major issues. So I ended up having to delete all of that and start over. So this is our little Solia Nadine. That is the name that I have chosen for her, and I'm just doing the 2 names. You know, normally I do 3, but we're just doing 2 for her. I love her so much, guys. So much. And the style outfit that I have on her right now with the dressy little onesie, a cardigan, and tights is my favorite thing to put on my mom's pickle whenever I would dress my mom's pickle. So if my mom has not redressed hers, then she is still in a very similar outfit to this, just different prints and colors. But guys, oh, and I was able to weight her. Rarely ever do I get it perfect, but I did with her. I only had to take her head off a second time to add 1 more pound, and that was it. And she is so wonderfully floppy. I wanted heavy and floppy, and it came out so well. I will show you. I haven't really done anything with her hair. It's still in the pigtails that she originally came with, and I've just added the clips. And I haven't found like the perfect pacifier yet to fit her lips. Why don't we just play around with pacifiers right now? So this is where I keep my pacifiers, in this 1950s style. It was a little nursery caddy for like Q-tips and cotton balls and things like that. And I just have pacifiers in here. Let's see. I think the magnet's backwards on this one. Let me fix that. I tried a honeybee pacifier on her, and it just wasn't strong enough magnet-wise. And that's probably just because of how thick her lips are. This is what she came with. And because it's got a raised space there, they look funny on her mouth. Like from the top, there's this gap. But the magnets are stronger. This is one I had tried on her originally. And they just don't... It sits okay, but moving her means the pacifier flops everywhere and most of the time just falls off. I have not tried... This is one I had gotten from Etsy, and it's one of those real decorative pacifiers. They're a lot bigger than the honeybee. I knew I was going to drop something. Okay. Let's see how this... Everything wants to sit weird. Why is it wanting to travel to her cheek? Let me see how this is. There, the magnet's wanting to sit perfectly. But as soon as I put it, it wants to travel. Does anybody else have this issue with pacifiers with the replica pickles? I may have to go in and... That one seems to do okay. It's not horrible. At least it's wanting to... At least it's a strong magnet. See how this one works. Nope. This is one thing that really drives me crazy, pacifiers. Let's see. I'm gonna try one that was kind of homemade. Yeah, and it just, there's this huge gap at the top. Doesn't want to stick. That one's okay, but it's just barely hanging on. I may have to make her some special pacifiers. But I love her to pieces, guys. I love her to pieces. She is just so sweet. Her hair, I'm really impressed with her hair. And we'll see if that stays, if I stay impressed with her hair. There's something in it here. Like over time, and how I'm curious as to how normally their hair needs washed, the replicas, for it to stay nice and not get real frizzy. It'll be interesting to see if I need to do that with her. But I love her curls. This is my favorite baby hair, is the little curls. And I'll take her cardigan off. I'll set her like so. So you can see a little bit more of her skin tone. She has veins everywhere, and I love it. Like, you don't have to go looking to find one vein. Like, she is so realistic in that way. There we go. Okay. So you can see her little skin's better. Nicely blushed in the creases, not too overdone. Let me see if I can move you. is just so cute. Now, I did have a topic for this video. And it is, so my whole thing, Pickle exploded when it came out. The kit was super popular, sold out very quickly. When the replicas came on the scene, everybody was getting one, it seemed like, and multiple, like, they were just everywhere. And I guess I was just seeing them so often that it felt overdone to me. And so I wasn't really interested in having one myself. And I thought, well, maybe if she had open eyes, maybe I would consider getting one. But after Mom got hers and I would hold hers, dress hers, then I really started falling in love with the Pickle. And I remember people talking very similarly about the Levi sculpt, that it was just so overdone and people were tired of seeing it, that people who may have really, really enjoyed the kit just didn't get one because it felt overdone. Well, I have realized with her that I let those feelings of this is just so overdone ruin what may be my new favorite baby. So I'm curious, have any of you experienced this? And have you avoided getting a certain doll because you felt it was overdone? And you may be missing out on what ends up being your favorite sculpt of all time. If I would have listened, if I would have been in the community enough and listened to everybody at the time, I may have been leery about getting the Levi, even though it looked so much like the baby that I had dreamed about. What if I would have had those same feelings of it's so overdone, and it would have ruined, like, as far as a newborn goes, I think the Levi is my favorite, and then next would be my Elora Dannon, who is a mix of the Willow kit and the Laura Limbs, if I remember correctly. But it's just, it's one of those things, like, I almost missed out on her, and I am enjoying her so much that I would love to have an authentic painted just like her. The same skin tone and everything, the same blushing, and if I could just have her, same curly hair even, as an authentic would be perfection. Because here's my thing with her, guys. She is only 22 inches, and she was advertised at 25. And 25, if I think that's the length of the authentic Pickle, is 25 inches. So she is smaller. And I was wanting her specifically because of how big she was. So I am disappointed in that. It really, really bothers me when they are not truthful about the size of a doll. And I've run into this before, and it is my one big thing about buying replicas. Because maybe some of you out there have bought a replica, and maybe it is 25 inches. Mine is not. Mine is 22 inches. So that's my disappointment there, and it's just made me really want to get an authentic one so I could get the size that I'm wanting. And if I could just have it like her, that would be perfect. So that's another thing. If you have bought a replica and it was advertised, I know the replica of the Cami sculpt that I have was advertised at 28 inches, and that baby is only 26. Have you run into this before where the company isn't honest about the length of the doll? In my opinion, like 3 inches is a big deal. So to say it's 25, but then it's only 22, 3 inches is a big deal. And I'll be honest, I probably wouldn't have purchased her if I had known she was 22 inches. maybe it was a good thing, maybe, I don't know. Because I do really enjoy her, but I am disappointed with that. But I'm just curious, is there a doll out there you feel is overdone? And did you eventually get one? What was your experience like? Or have you never gotten one because you felt it was overdone? And I'm curious, are you missing out? You know? It's an interesting... We let others shape so much about ourselves. Think about that. Maybe because of others, you didn't dress a certain way. You didn't wear your hair a certain way. But what if you did and you found that was your perfect look? It's fascinating how people around us, culture, different things shape us and at times could be holding you back from something. But anyway, I'm not going to ramble. Just wanted to show you Solia. I'll sit her up so you can... I didn't wait her to really sit up. Because I wanted her to be floppy. But... just so you can see her sitting up. I know I'm making noise on the camera, sorry. Okay, well we are going to say bye for now, and we'll see you again soon.